I am thinking dark academia mixed with 50's sock hop. Hi, welcome back. I need to make a holiday outfit for a party that I'm going to. I don't have a lot of time that I can make this. I probably got maybe 4 or 5 hours that I can dedicate to this because there's so much other things going on that I need to give like my full attention to. This is my plan. It's going to be a thrift flip. I have a beautifully nice sweater here that I picked up. I loved it, thought it was great, but you know, my guns are too big to like go in here. I have an old tablecloth that I thrifted. It is got snowflakes on it. It's just red. I have actually like already cut some pieces out of it for a different project. This I'm going to make into a skirt. I'm thinking a circle skirt. I'm not sure. It depends on how much fabric I have. I'm trying to make this kind of not labor intensive because I only, like I said, have 5 hours to do this. I also have, these are unfinished but were given to me. They are seat covers that like went on cushions of chairs, but they never finished the back. So it's just, they're just a pocket. I have 2 of these. I am thinking to use these as accent colors because the red and the green match perfectly with the red and green of the sweater. Now here's my idea. I am thinking dark academia mixed with 50's sock hop. So I am thinking of doing a sweater vest style with the sweater. That should be a very quick flip. A-line silhouette when it comes to the skirt, so think like 50 sock hop when it comes to that, so it flares out. Doing that with the red. When it comes to having the plaid, I'm thinking of doing some sort of a belt situation to go around because they did that in like the 50 sock hops. They always had that like big belt, so I'm thinking of doing that in the plaid. If I have time, I really want to make a headband out of this to do like a hair decoration. As far as the sleeves go on the sweater, I don't know if I'm going to reuse those yet or what I'm going to do about that. I haven't quite decided if I'm going to use those somewhere else for something in this outfit. So, for a recap, I got about 5 hours that I can work on this and get this done. I need to do an A-line skirt. I need to do a sweater vest out of the green sweater, some sort of belt situation out of the plaid, and some sort of hair thing out of the plaid. So, instead of wasting more time talking about what I'm doing, I'm going to jump right into this and see if I can't get this done so I can wear it to the party. I have a theory about the sweater. This right here is like a finished knit seam right here. It has the same design on the shoulders. So I'm wondering if this is going to be as easy as what I think, which is if I turn it inside out, I'm wondering if I can stitch rip the sleeves off. That would be pretty cool. Otherwise, if I do take this off and I have to cut them, no, I shouldn't have to cut them. No, there's definitely, it's sewn here. If it is a raw edge, I am going to take bias tape and I will bias tape the sleeves on so it doesn't unravel, because that would be awful if it unraveled. So the difficult part is making sure that I don't take a thread I shouldn't with the stitch ripper. I did the best that I could not getting this part of the sweater when I pulled the sleeves off. Now it's just these little pieces of thread that are left. So I'm gently tugging on them, hoping that when I tug, I don't unknit the sweater itself. I did accidentally catch a couple threads that were not meant to be cut, but luckily enough it was on the sleeve and not on this part of the sweater. Yeah. So I will take some bias tape here and I'm going to run it around the inside of these sleeves just to give them some stability, where I did just cut those sleeves off. I just want to make sure that these edges do not have a chance to unravel at all. It looks like they're finished. They're not going to unravel, but I'm scared they might, or maybe they might stretch out or lose shape. The bias tape, I think, hypothetically would give it a little structure. I don't know if that's the right way that you do it, or you just leave the sweater as is. I am unsure. I am just doing whatever, winging it. That's where the sweater's at right now. Sweater, sleeves. That leaves sewing, cutting out a belt. Next is cutting out a belt. Odd. This is just zigzag stitch together. It's not even finished seams on the inside, so I'm gonna stitch rip the, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a 4-inch section. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a 4-inch section right here. I am going to stitch rip this piece out because it's the perfect width already for a belt. And then I'll probably have to take out the other side because it doesn't go all the way around it. It's a roundness here. So I'll have to take out this side, and then I'll take out this side, and then I don't have to cut into the actual body of the fabric. That will be good enough. I'm going for a circle skirt. So I folded my fabric in half long ways, and then I folded it this way, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do now is put my waist measurement in for the hole. But first, I want to check my length on here. Let's see, I wonder how long I can go. That's 37. Just trying to figure out the length that I wanted for the skirt, and this is the moment I realized I did not have enough fabric to do 2 full panels. So I'm just sitting here contemplating what am I supposed to do and how am I supposed to do it. In a perfect world, I could have just continued that sweep of the line all the way out, but I was shy like 3 or 4 inches of fabric on the side. So I put my fabric out just with 1 fold in half and then marked the length that I wanted it to be. And if I remember correctly, I think I settled for like 38 or 39 inches for the length. That ended up giving me enough fabric that I could have 1 full piece in the front and then have 2 pieces in the back, which would give me a spot for a zipper. which it ended up working out perfectly fine because in the beginning I forgot that I had to put a zipper in anyways, so happy accident. And with one of those scrap pieces, I was just trying to figure out how to make my waistband out of that. For some reason, I was having an issue figuring out how I wanted to do my waistband setup. So I settled with just doing 2 pieces that were of length. I don't think I even measured what the length was on these, but they were like 2.5, 3 inches wide, so I could fold them over to make the banding. And then I just cut them to length once I put them onto the skirt. I sewed the dress panels together. I did mess up once and I had to stitch a bit apart, as you'll see in the later clip. I normally always start at the waistband and sew down, and the hem wasn't equal all the way around, so it has like this weird like bump up. So I ended up stitch ripping some of the panels out, and then I started at where the hem would be and sewed them up. I think the reason why this happened is I didn't cut the hole for the waist correctly. It wasn't big enough. As I did not measure what my waist hole was going to be, I just wung it and was like, okay, and this is about what I need, and I cut it. I really should learn how to do the math to do the waist hole, but math wasn't mathing this day. It was just kind of a mess. So it was a learning experience, and now I know what not to do. And it all worked out in the end. So I have the band here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck these raw edges up, and then when I sew the band over, I will turn this in and then sew it over, and then I will sew it down so I'll have a nice clean edge on the inside and nothing that like pinches, bites, binds, or anything like that. And then I will go back over on this side and do a top stitch as long as I have red thread. I don't know if I have enough red thread. I have like a little bit left over from another project. So we'll go from there. It doesn't have to have the top stitch. I just like how it keeps everything like together and makes it look a little more homemade. I just like how it looks if you do the top stitch. It just kind of lets everything like lay down and flat. So I am going to go ahead and do this section next, and then I will work on the hem, and then after that the skirt is completely finished. Where this was a tablecloth, I lucked out that I took the edges of the tablecloth and put them together as the seams of the dress, so it has kind of like a Hong Kong finished seams on the inside, which is just very coincidental because I took the raw edges of the tablecloth and did that. I only have to finish 2 seams on the inside. I'm all done. I finished it. I love how it came out. It's really cute. The green doesn't quite match with the little like plaid Christmas color belt, but I'm still quite happy with how it is. For 4.5 hours, I'm quite pleased. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. I was quite stressed out a lot, thinking I wasn't going to get the skirt done. I was struggling with my zipper, but I got it in the end, and the snowflakes are a little everywhere, but I didn't take them off and then move them. It's wherever they happen to land when I cut out the skirt is where they happen to be. So there's more snowflakes on the back, and there's only like one on the side on the front, but it's fine. I think it's cute. It's gonna work for what I need it to be for a quick little holiday thrift flip upcycle. I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching my video. I really enjoy doing the upcycle from thrifted things and making stuff out of tablecloths, so this video is really fun for me. The time crunch wasn't so fun, but I was able to get it finished, which is nice, so I'll be able to wear it to the holiday party now. And I appreciate you guys just hanging out with me today, and if you like what I'm up to, go ahead and hit the if you like what I'm up to, go ahead and hit the like button, hit subscribe. It helps me out. It's a small channel, and I hope you guys have a really happy holiday, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. And it's time for the reveal. This is the cute little headpiece that I made, which I did not film, but I did get one to match the outfit. And I took the sleeves from the sweater, and I made little cute gloves to keep my hands warm, and I think it came out really nice. The whole matching aesthetic of it really made me happy. I found a little red ribbon that was in my stuff that I could pair with it to pull in some of that dark academia style that I was after.
Over again.
Okay. And I paired it with a black jacket that I already had